Picture this: in the early 1990s, the Cold War just fizzled out. Francis Fukuyama sits in his study, a stack of history books piled high, staring at a world where liberal democracy seems to be winning, no grand revolutionary upheaval in sight. Has history really ended? Or is this just the calm before the next storm? This question isn't just academic. It's a puzzle about what makes us human and how we organize society. Stick around because it gets way more intriguing. Fukuyama kicks off by challenging the idea that history is an endless cycle of conflict and change. What if we've reached a final chapter instead of just a pause? That's a big claim, so let's dig into how he comes to it. Fukuyama leans on Hegel's 19th century idea that history is a spiritual dialectic, a clash of ideas leading to progress. By 1993, the collapse of the Soviet Union seemed like history's final synthesis. Liberal democracy had triumphed. This wasn't just politics, it was the universe's idea of the end game. No more ideological opponents standing tall, just one system left standing. Marx's dream of overthrowing capitalism fell flat, but ironically, liberal democracies ended up adopting many of his goals: shorter work weeks, the dignity of labor, and valuing individual leisure. Think of it like rival boxers who unknowingly trade moves until one perfects the style. The working class didn't vanish, but its fight morphed, less bloody, more reformist. But could this peace be fragile? Fukuyama invokes natural science. Just like DNA carries life through centuries, knowledge of liberal democracy can survive catastrophic events and be rebuilt. So even if history hiccups or halts temporarily, the core ideals will outlive us, a safety net woven by technology and science. So why should liberal democracy, with all its flaws, be the last system standing? Fukuyama looks for a logical reason, but soon finds none that fully explains its success. Instead, the answer lies elsewhere, tangled up with who we are. Throughout the book, Fukuyama dismantles neat theories that claim capitalism or democracy is scientifically destined to dominate. None hold water because politics is messy. It's like trying to find a perfect formula for love. There are too many variables, too many human quirks to reduce it to logic. Switching gears, Fukuyama dives into Plato's Republic and others, asking, what is man's nature? The answer is we crave recognition, dignity, and meaning. Democracy succeeds because it promises not just freedom, but the chance to be respected as a full human being. It's not just economics or politics, it's psychology. This pursuit of dignity is revolutionary. Once political systems provided survival or order, now they must feed our deeper yearning for respect. Fukuyama's insight here: the biggest danger isn't war or tyranny, but boredom and despair. The last man who lives safe but empty. Liberal democracy's challenge is to keep hope alive. Here's the kicker. Even if liberal democracy looks unbeatable, Fukuyama warns about a silent enemy lurking beneath: the boredom and stagnation of the last man. What does this mean for our future? Borrowing Nietzsche's warning, Fukuyama describes the last man, comfortable, safe, but spiritually empty. This figure isn't a tyrant or revolutionary, but a citizen bored of freedom's promises. Without struggle, there's no growth, and this emptiness could unravel democracy from the inside. Think of a party with no music. Yet he stresses, don't confuse this with imminent disaster. Radical ideologies like Islamic fascism may flare up, but they're temporary. The democratic system is resilient, able to absorb shocks and maintain peace. It's like a river that floods but always finds its way back to calm. Finally, Fukuyama circles back to science and history's durability. If disaster wipes us out, future generations could rediscover and rebuild liberal democracy. The system's ideals aren't fragile relics, but seeds planted deeply in human progress, ready to sprout again, even if we stumble. Remember that study in the 1990s, where the world seemed to catch its breath under liberal democracy's calm? Fukuyama shows this end of history is less a full stop and more a long pause, an invitation to rethink what we really want: meaning, respect, and a cause worth fighting for. So try this. Next time you feel politically bored, ask yourself, what kind of dignity am I missing? That might be the key to the next chapter. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.